This is Eagle Al, and today I will be talking about Jalen Hurts trolling at the Pro Bowl. Also, Saquon Barkley, should we go after him in Philadelphia? And Washington just got better, and this might be a pain in our behind, but let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into it. Actually, let's not get straight into it. Let's talk about Kellen Moore since I didn't talk about it yesterday. I wanted to, but Kellen Moore just hired the QB coach, Doug Nazmir, I believe, if I'm saying the last name right. I like this hire. You know, he's a Kellen Moore guy. He was with Kellen Moore in Los Angeles, obviously with Kellen Moore in Dallas. But the track record he got on his own was pretty good. You know, he was the coach at Alabama. Remember AJ McCarron at Alabama, if I'm saying his last name right? Had one of his best years under him. He coached at Michigan, Florida. Like he got some under his belt. You know, he played football a little bit. I believe he was a quarterback himself. He definitely got the experience. Dak Prescott had one of his best years under him. You got to think Herbert was about to have one of his best years under him. So this guy can really coach, and maybe he could get something out of Jalen Hurts. But obviously, he was going to come over with Kellen Moore, unless he got his own OC, opportunity. But yeah, he just basically been following Kellen Moore the past couple years. Yeah, I like the hire. I like the hire a lot, but we knew this was coming. If you know the Kellen Moore coaching staff, that's what people usually do. Like even if you look at the defense, Vic Fangio is bringing over all his guys. He even got his guy from Miami. That was the safety coach. Now Kellen Moore is bringing his staff. So the Eagles are really changing it up or switching it up a bit. I like it. And then let me know Kellen Moore does have a lot of control. I believe Nick Sirianni will have some say so, of course, because he's the head coach. But it's going to be more geared towards Kellen Moore. And let's see what Kellen Moore got. All right, so let's get into the topics today. Jalen Hurts out here trolling at the Pro Bowl, having a lot of fun. You know, him and CD Lamb. I joked around on the short. Anybody that watched my shorts know that's something I troll and joke around with. I treat it like TikTok a little bit. I know a lot of people that subscribe to me here hate that. The videos I take a little bit more serious, but the shorts I play around with. I like to have fun with. I'm still a human being. I like to have fun, but yeah, it's good to see him with his former teammate CD Lamb, Jalen Hurts dropping passes, trolling Ray Lewis. But it was good to see the guys have fun. Like even Jason Kelsey, see DeAndre Swift smiling a lot. He even took pictures with his former teammate, Ramon St. Brown. So yeah, man, it's just good to see Eagles have fun. Hassan Reddick, all these dudes just having fun because we didn't see them smile or have fun for like 2, 3 months. After that Bills game, it was no smiling, no fun, no laughing. Everything serious. Talking about the off season already. People getting fired. But it's good to see these dudes have fun, man. It definitely is. But all right, let's talk about Saquon Barkley. I was trying to avoid this topic as much as I can, but I keep seeing it appear and appear and appear and appear. Saquon Barkley to Philadelphia. PFF putting this out, multiple articles. Like Saquon should go to Philadelphia because of this, because of that. Maybe we have the cap space, maybe we don't. Because Devontae Smith and Landon Dickerson got to get signed. All depends, what Saquon will take. But honestly, if I'm being real, I'm not saying DeAndre Swift is better than Saquon, but I believe you could get DeAndre Swift for a cheaper deal, and you could get a lot of production out of a Pro Bowler like DeAndre Swift. I believe you could get that same production, and Kellen Moore will use him a lot because DeAndre Swift is not a Zeke Elliott. Austin Eckler, you could compare him to him, but he's not really even him. DeAndre Swift is a weapon. Like you could put him in the slot. Obviously, he can run out the backfield, and Kellen Moore is going to have Jalen Hurts under center more. So maybe we could really maximize DeAndre Swift. I look into this season, last season, a lot of dudes were cheated out of their, skill set. Devontae Smith, yeah, he had 1,000 yards, but He could have had about 1,200. Honestly, AJ Brown could have had about 16, 1,700. But Brian Johnson, Nick Sirianni, whoever it was, wasn't using them right. DeAndre Swift come back. Is He's from Philadelphia. I mean, you're home already. That'd be best for you and your family because you're probably next to your moms or grandmas and stuff like that. You're next to your family, your immediate family. I'm not sure if you had kids or not. Could keep them, in the area. And you play for the Eagles. You know Jalen Hurts. You know the offense. Well, offensive guys. Like you know the O line. You know the tight ends. You know the receivers. You know how we operate. So I think DeAndre Swift will be the better guy to keep. But if DeAndre Swift happened to sign somewhere else, I wouldn't mind us trying to get a dynamic running back like Saquon Barkley. But Saquon Barkley hit that market. I mean, he might be worth a lot of money unless he overvaluing himself because I think the running backs that are out there is a lot of good ones. You got Josh Jacobs. You're gonna have Derrick Henry, who could be your older back. And if DeAndre Swift decide to go somewhere else, maybe you draft another running back mid round. Then you have who Derrick Henry, somebody and somebody else, Kenneth Gainwell, something like that. That's your third running back. So there's a lot of running backs out there. And maybe we could pull in DeAndre Swift, or maybe we could catch Saquon Barkley. Like, you know what? Let me just take something, take another proven deal, show that I still got it, and make something happen. Because we have the O line of a running back's dream. Saquon's doing what he's doing with that Giants O line. You seen with Swift when he got a little bit of opportunity with the Philadelphia Eagles, show what he can do. Imagine Saquon is is a no brainer, but it all comes down to the business and money. How he's not gonna overpay for a running back, and Saquon want to get paid, but the running back market is really strong. It's really strong. Just Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Saquon, and DeAndre Swift. That's four running backs. Somebody's going to take a pay cut. All these running backs are not going to get paid like that. Yeah, Saquon. If my answer is Saquon, if we could get him, sure. But I would prefer DeAndre Swift. All right, so let's talk about it, man. Washington made a splash move. I can't lie. They signed Cliff Kingsbury, and guess who was congratulating? Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams congratulated Cliff Kingsbury for getting that job, and we already know Caleb Williams be on this campaign like I don't want to go to Chicago. I don't want to go to Chicago. So what's probably going to happen is that Washington is going to, come up with a package to give to Chicago so they could trade back just one spot. Washington's probably going to take Caleb Williams. Bears are probably going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. And I just don't like the sound of that. Hopefully the Bears try to get Terry McLaurin, try to get something big out of them. Pause. Because Caleb Williams, yeah, his first year he might struggle, but when they start building a team around him in Washington, they're going to compete. They definitely going to be competitors. I don't like Caleb Williams' antics off the field, in my opinion. I think he do a little too much. But to say he's not talented and him going to Washington could be a bit scary because that means we got to deal with him twice a year. I mean, I'm being unrealistic, but Washington definitely have some old line problems. They got some wide receivers there for sure, but they got some old line problems. And that old line problems, yeah, he might not be good the first probably 2 years, but when they start building that team, and if they don't blow it up too fast, then maybe they could be something. Because remember, Cliff Kingsbury got the best out of Kyler Murray. Maybe he could get the best out of Caleb Williams. And again, Caleb Williams is pushing like I don't want to go to Chicago. So Chicago, I don't think they should waste their time even drafting them. Or maybe they should. I don't know. Try to see what you can get out of these teams, trade back and do what you got to do. But hopefully another team come up with a better package because again, he's going to be a headache if we got to deal with him. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news today? Jalen Hurts out here trolling. Caleb Williams might be going to Washington. How we feeling? Kellen Moore, offense, all this good stuff, all this news. But this is Eagle Al, man.